Hi, my name's Al, and this is my new YouTube channel, going over my adventures on the road. My site, YouTube site, is called Thunderchild 60 on the road, and here I am in San Bruno, Baja California Sur, just off the Sea of Cortez, and I'm gonna shift around a bit here and pan around and show you. There she is. There's the Sea of Cortez, and there's little old me, and that's my casita right behind me. That's the place I'm renting. I've been here since December 6th or 7th, and I'll be here till April 28th, and then I'm returning to Vancouver, where I will resume my lifestyle of RVing, and it's a lifestyle I chose to take up a few years ago, and I haven't turned back. I love it. I just love the freedom of being on the road. Any place I want to be, I carry my home with me. There are a few problems, of course. The cities, no matter where you go, they seem to have some kind of rules and regulations you got to follow, and they don't make any sense, but such is life. I have joined a class action lawsuit. For those of you that are interested, this is in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and it's a class action lawsuit against the city of Vancouver. They target us motorhome owners or RV'ers unnecessarily, I think. They treat us more like a nuisance. So we've got situations where we're not allowed to park for more than 3 hours on a city street, and only between the hours of say 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, and that's your limit. As soon as 10 o'clock hits, you can be ticketed, and that's $50 a pop, and if you don't pay the ticket, then the price goes up $100 and $150 and so on and so forth. I've even been ticketed outside of my own daughter's apartment. It kind of makes it tough to visit family when they target you in this way. So I don't think that's very fair, and I am going to join this class action lawsuit and challenge these laws, of course. Anyway, getting back to where I am, the beautiful Sea of Cortez. The water is clear. It's crystal clear. It's so clear you can see the ocean bed, and that's from quite a distance out. It's just a beautiful iridescent, and the water here it has a tendency to change color depending on the temperature and the currents, so it's constantly changing color all the time. This is a tiny little fishing village off the Sea of Cortez. It's very close to a main city, I guess you can call it. It's called Santa Rosalia, which is about 25 minutes drive to the north of here. I'm in between, I guess, halfway in between La Paz and the American border, which would bring you to Tijuana. So, yeah, this is one place that you do want to visit if you enjoy peace and tranquility. If you enjoy the peaceful lifestyle. The people here are beautiful, fantastic people. They will do anything for you. And me, I don't speak Spanish. I've only been picking it up here and there, little bits at a time. But I make myself understood. I've got my handy app on my cell phone, and we use that. And of course, user beware on that app. Some hilarious situations can result from using it, because it doesn't always get the translations right, and it can be quite embarrassing at times. But it's fun, and the natives here, the population, they laugh along with you. They find it just as hilarious as we do. Again, right behind me, I don't know, just panning around a bit, and just beside my casita there, the place I'm renting, I'm not sure if you can see it, is Nancy's Tienda. It's a little cafe. Her mother has another tienda, a little grocery store next door, and it's got about 4 seats in there, and she makes pizza and burritos and very fine food. And I've just taken a shine to these people, Nancy and Carlos, and their daughter Ariel, and Ariel's little cousin Ivan. They're just a spectacular people, and they truly are the welcoming ingredient to this place, this here Cortez. And I personally think you would love it here. There are places you can bring your motorhomes, and it's very reasonable. The rentals, you can rent space, you can rent, you hook up to water and electricity in some places. For myself, I left my motorhome behind in Vancouver, and my reason for doing so was it was a number of reasons. One, the Americans won't let me across the border for some reason. I do not know why. The last time I was refused, I was on my way to my boat, which I had purchased, and it was near San Quentin in San Francisco Bay, and they accused me of wanting to live in the United States. And of course, I responded that I thought they were crazy. Well, they didn't like that, so I guess that's put a black mark against me as far as the border control services go, and I haven't been able to cross from Vancouver, from Canada, into the States since. They keep refusing me. Although I have crossed from Tijuana into San Diego, and I had no trouble at all. I do not understand the difference, but such as it is. So therefore, I parked my motorhome in a storage lot in Vancouver, and I took a flight here, and I flew to Los Cabos, and then took a bus, a bus from Los Cabos down here to, I stopped overnight in La Paz, and from La Paz, another bus down here dropped me off at the entrance road to San Bruno. Now, San Bruno does not have any bus service. There are no taxis. There are no big stores. There are no big restaurants. There are no hotels. Pardon me, yes, there is one hotel, but it's out of season right now. They should be getting business pretty soon. But no, there's no bus service, no taxis, so you have to rely on the goodness of others to get around if you don't have an automobile, which in my case I do not. So other than that, it is a beautiful place, and it's an adjustment. For the first month of living here, it's quite an adjustment. It takes a while to slow down and accept the pace of life here. As I said before, the people here are very family oriented. They keep their grandparents with them, their children, their cousins, and most houses have 2-3 generations of family living in them. It's something we left a long time ago. We've lost that connection, but they still have it, and it is beautiful to see, and it is a joy to be part of. So this being my entry into the YouTube world, I'm not very sure of myself, of course, and I don't have a GoPro stick or anything to hold I'm actually filming from a Samsung Tab, 7-inch Tab, and I suppose I'll have to get set up with a proper camera on the end of a stick at some point. But bear with me. I will make more videos, and I'm a mechanic. I'm a medically retired mechanic. So I don't work anymore. I can't work for more than 2 hours at a stretch, and I'm all done in. I have less than half of my heart left, and I'm on my third pacemaker. So I'm sure those of you in similar circumstances will understand. I live on a restricted pension, and the pension, it is very small. Here I can live quite well. But once I'm back in Vancouver, then things get awfully tight. It is extremely difficult, which is another reason I chose the motorhome lifestyle, the RV lifestyle, because I can actually afford to scrape by. It's a pity, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And as far as my retirement, again, it was forced. It was through a pretty bad heart attack, and up to that point, I was working steady. My hobby was classic cars. Again, I am a mechanic, so I love being under the hood or underneath. I can't work underneath a vehicle anymore. My blood pressure just takes a turn for the worse when I'm reclined and working with my hands and arms. But yeah, so a lot of my joys were stripped away from me, I guess. I lost the ability. It took me 2 years of fighting back to health so I could walk more than 20, 30 feet. So yeah, rehabilitation was a problem. So yeah, there's part of my reasons for my lifestyle choices. I hope you do enjoy my videos, and a lot of my videos will be mechanical. I am not rich by any means, so I buy things used. I make the best of what I've got, and rather than throw away things, I try to repair them and reuse them again. So I guess I'm the ultimate recycler. Yes, I'm a recycled recycler. So yeah, a lot of my repairs and stuff I come from years of experience in the mechanical industry, primarily heavy-duty diesel mechanics. So that helps me out a lot. It saves me a lot of money when it comes to breakdowns. And when you own older used RVs, there are plenty of breakdowns. So it's a lot to be considered. Although that doesn't put me off. I accept the challenge. I love the challenge for what it is. And the other RV'ers and motorhomers I've met on the road, I offer my services to them free of charge. I don't charge anybody. I don't expect to make any money ever again out of my trade. They entertain me with a few beers here and there, and I do enjoy my beer. So that's appreciated. But yeah, I like helping people. You know, what good is a trade and a skill unless you can help others with it? And yeah, anything that's given to me, I always pass it along. You know, and that's I believe that. Pass it forward. So yeah, for now, I'll leave it at that, and hopefully I can get this video uploaded to YouTube, to my channel, Thunderchild 60 on the road. And hopefully it won't require too much editing, because I really don't have a clue what I'm doing. So bye for now, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again. Bye.